Hey guys, welcome to getting started with API Gateway Challenge Lab. Now go ahead and set your Cloud Console up. I have mine ready over here. Make sure you're using a private window and just get all this done. Now the first task here is to create a Cloud function and it has to be second gen. So let's just go ahead and say Cloud function here. Just search it and then we go to Cloud Run Functions. To make sure that you're also noting this region that you are getting. Sometimes this might be different. So after you're here, go ahead and click on Create Function. The function, as you see here, is just like any normal function that you would use in a program. Basically, these are predefined code that will be executed from the cloud whenever necessary. So anyone can invoke those functions. It depends on the access that you're setting. So it's just like normal functions in a program, but it exists in the cloud and it can be called from the cloud. So now we have to create a GC function. So let's just copy that name, paste it here. And make sure that the region is US East 1. It might be different for you, so make sure that you're doing the right one. Go over here. And make sure to also click the unauthenticated access. Make sure you set this to 5, maximum number of instances. And also, that's it. Just go ahead, click next. Now you'll be prompted with this. What you should be doing is to print hello world whenever the function is invoked. So right now we have something here. Just take this part out. And also this one. Make sure that it is exactly how they say it. So make sure it's here word for word, just to make sure. We can go here and copy this. And just paste it here. It's going to be the same thing, but just to make sure. Once that's done, let's just go ahead and say that you can just go ahead and deploy it. Now it will take a little bit of time, so make sure to wait. So once it's done, you will see that this thing turns green and it has a tick here. Task has finished. So now we can go back and see if your task is completed. Right, we got a green check. Let's move on to the next one, which is to create an API gateway. What this is going to be doing is that it's going to be getting the function here, and it's going to be calling that function. It's going to be like an API which can service the cloud function that we have created here. So for that, let's go ahead and type in API gateway. Go over here, and then click on launch here. Now after this pops up, click on enable. Now after that, click here for creating a gateway, and then create a new API here and copy the display name from this here. Paste here and the API ID here. Paste. So now you have to create a YAML file, just a specification file, just like how you would have in your project. Now we can go ahead and copy this, the entire thing that they gave here. Copy it, go to your notepad, paste it there, and then just save it. You can save it with whatever name you want. That's a openspec.yaml. Now that that's saved, go over to your browse here. Where it asks for upload an API spec, go to browse, go to your desktop or where you stored that file and click open. Now that's uploaded. So make sure that you're doing the same thing for this. Display name should be the same as this one. And the service account could be this, Compute Engine default service account. And again, the display name should be this one. And the location, make sure that you're setting the location from here. US East 1, for me, it could be different for you. So make sure that you're looking at it properly. And after everything's done, quickly double check that everything is proper, because you can't change the API ID if it's wrong. And yes, now if you click on create gateway, it will take around 10 minutes for it to deploy. So when you see this, that the gateway has been created, go over and check your progress to see if it's done. It's done. So next thing that we have is to create a pub sub. So let's go to pub. Let's go here. And we need to copy this one. But before that, let's create the topic here. So copy paste the name from here. After you copy paste it, make sure to keep this checked and then go over and create it. This is just going to be sending a message to the cloud function that you did earlier. So now what we should do is to copy this and go back to the cloud function just to make sure that the the request from the pub is reaching the cloud function. So what's changed here is that you have this thing. Let me just show you. Let me go back to your cloud function. So after you get into this, go over here and edit. So we should just be editing the index.js and the package.json file that we had earlier, because we are going to be reflecting these changes there because we created a pub sub messaging service. We have to make sure that those dependencies are installed. So let's copy this package file and go back here. Wait for it to load. And here, go to code, go to package.json and add this. And go to index.json, copy whatever you have from here. And these will be installing the pub service. And then you will also be able to reflect those messages by creating a class here, by instantiating the class and using the method publish message to send the message from Google Cloud Function to wherever you're going to send it to. So in index.json, just paste this and deploy. So once you see a green check mark here, go back and try to check your progress. Now the assessment is completed. Now we've successfully completed all 3 tasks, and now you're good to end the lab. And you should be seeing a check mark on this place. And congratulations, if you completed all 4 labs, you have gained this badge.